Don't be afraid to be seen. For the longest time, all my life, I was always afraid to be seen. I was very shy. I was always characterized as shy. I never liked attention on me. I was afraid to speak. I was afraid to stand out. I was afraid of being myself. I was afraid of existing. I was afraid of taking space. I was afraid of being perceived. And I want to tell you that sometimes I still am, but I want to detach myself from that version of me. I want to say I am done being that. I am done being afraid of other people perceiving me, and I'm done of other people's perception, of the idea of other people's perceptions limiting me and my existence and my perception and my self-expression. Because I feel like for the longest time, growing up, I didn't really have people who were supportive of me, actually. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. For the most part, I remember the times I didn't, and I can trace back and tell you exactly. For example, I used to always love posting on my stories, my life, and making aesthetic and making little collages on my story of every single time I went out, you know? But then I had friends who told me, why are you posting? Oh my god, I hate when you post. I hate when you're taking pictures. I hate when you're taking videos or you're like trying to vlog or experience. It's so annoying. It's so, you know, I like, why is she posting a story? She wants to show off that she's going out. She wants to show off for this and that. And, you know, well, in reality, my intentions were just kind of like, I want to capture this cute little moment, turn it into a collage, and have it on my personal diary, and I can look back on and, you know, be happy. But like, hearing the people's perceptions of me and their thoughts on me and my actions really limited me to kind of like take a step back, you know, and to not express myself, even though I really wanted to. And it's such a small little thing, and you think it doesn't matter a lot, you know. But I remember, I love my friend, I love his friend so much, but like, I remember when we were like 16, 17, and we're at a coffee shop, and we're talking about people posting, you know, because like, you know, it's always a conversation for some reason, you know. And she was talking about like, why do people need to feel like they need to share it with the world, you know? Why can't you just take a picture and keep it for yourself? Why do you have to post everything, you know? I didn't really post anything, frankly. I actually regret not posting everything, because and even her, like, I told her, like, you've done so many crazy things. Like, I feel like if you filmed everything and posted it online, like, people would love that. Like, you're missing out on so many like cool things, you know, because of that. And even I, you know, and I feel like, but I'm like trying to do and understand myself is that like, it doesn't matter what the 1% says, you know. What should really guide me should be being able, the idea of helping even one singular person, you know. If one singular person, you know, gets some help, gets a message, a quote that really changes things for him, you know, through a video, or through me speaking up, or through me speaking my mind in class, or whatever. And the same goes to you, you know, because you have more power than you think. You have no idea the amount of times that someone spoken really changed me or inspired me, you know. Or even a video or a short post or story, or someone speaking in class, you know, or just someone speaking on a panel, and I'm like, wow, this guy's so inspiring, you know, wow, you know. And I feel like that's the thing for me. I've done so many crazy, incredible things, and I would say that I'm pretty inspiring, but you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's the problem. I'm gonna start sharing with you everything that I've done and I'm going to do from now on, because I have a pretty good story to tell and to share with you. And I want to start saying it right now, but to give you a bit of a sneak peek, hi, I'm Maria. And the way that I want to start my story is with failure, because I got rejected from my dream school twice when I was 16 and 17, and that really broke me and made me go be at my lowest and made me cry for, you know, I want to say 2 years, but I guess like it depends on how you count, but it did, you know, it broke me. But despite it all, I've had such a wonderful and incredible journey. I've taken a gap year. I've traveled to 10 countries. I've been very active with various NGOs. And I want to dedicate my life to helping people and making the world better. And that's just a little smidget of my life. I do go to, I'm not gonna tell you anything else, but yeah, I do go to uni now, and I want to plan to graduate early, and yeah, it's those little things. You know, don't be afraid of eyes on you, because I feel like when we have eyes on us, it really reflects on how you see the world as well, because people can see how you see them, or you think you see them, you know. For example, I remember a couple of instances when I'm public speaking, you know, and I attended a public speaking class, and I kind of said this thing like, without thinking, you know, we were doing a presentation. We had to do a presentation on music, my team and and I was supposed to close it off. And what I said to close it off was, be careful to where you're listening. Listen to positive music and not negative, so you don't become sour, you know. So you're sweet. Listen to positive music. Be nice to people and all that. But even that, like, it was from my own perception that like the people in the audience might have been sour and mean and just judging and rude and, you know, all those things. But like, in reality, you never know who's in the audience and what they're going through and what they have to give to the world, and what their story is, you know. And I feel like not growing up, but like in the past, when I was starting to speak to people and all that, like, that was the thing for me, from my heart. I would be like, because I genuinely believed it, and I genuinely believe it, that every single human being has a lot to contribute and is capable and valuable. And I feel like a good thing to remember is that we're all human beings. But we tend to forget. We tend to put labels. We tend to put all these things on us. But we forget the fact that, hey, we all sprain our knees while playing outside as kids, you know? We all have our favorite colors or drinks or foods and hobbies or ideas and favorite people. We've all cried. We've all felt pain. We've all hurt people without meaning to. We're human. And that's the thing that I always say that should unite us the most. Doesn't that make sense? Or emotions, or shared life experiences. Because I may never know how you feel, or how is it like to be in the situation that you're in right now. But don't I know pain? Don't I know loss? Don't I know sadness? Don't I know love? Don't I know disappointment? Don't I know grief? And don't you know that as well? Don't you know those things as well? And doesn't the stranger that passes your street every day know those things as well? Or the classmate that you just can't stand? Or the classmate that you love? Or the professor that you don't like? Or the person that you love, you know? I feel like despite it all, we're all human. And I feel like when you realize that, and you realize how sensitive and vulnerable we all are, but we all try to not be or pretend to not be, I feel like it's where like the true freedom comes in. Not by saying, I don't care, you know, about what people say about me, or if it's negative or positive or whatever. It's that knowing that how you see people and how people see you has everything to do with them, and how you see the world has everything to do with you, you know? It's a reflection on how you see the world, and it's a reflection on how they see the world, and it doesn't really impact reality. If someone is mean to me or says something negative to me, it doesn't always have to do something with me personally. It might just be a projection of their own insecurities or their own disbeliefs or their own issues in life. And I think that gives you more peace to know that, like, you know what? I'm here on a mission. I'm here to help. Whoever wants to listen can listen. Whoever doesn't want to listen and has something negative to say, it's okay. It's okay. As long as you make a great positive impact and you help one person in one way or another, in a big way or a small way, that's all that matters. It's okay even if that person is yourself, but it's even better when it's someone else, I think. But yeah, I think my hopes for this channel and for me to be more active is to help more people than ever, more people than I could ever do without it, you know, because I tried doing it without it, and hey, it's helping a lot of people, you know. I did, but I just know that like I could help thousands if I just focused on this method. So here I am. If I say I care about people so much, then I should be able to put my ego aside and be able to let myself look like a fool or embarrass myself, or I don't know, be cringy or whatever, for others in hopes of helping someone, anyone. Well, if you're still watching, then I look forward to growing with you, helping you become better, and also I look forward to us growing better together. And also I look forward to even seeing my own self grow and become better. I'm kind of looking forward to you seeing me grow, because I promise I'm gonna grow and become better. I promise to you. If you want to tag along the journey, that'd be amazing. And I really hope I'll see you in the next one. With all that being said, kisses till next time.